Hey guys, been a huge week, and as you know, we launched about 2 weeks ago, and we've had a lot of questions really around scale, what scale is, how do you use it, things like that. And because we've expanded to a new chain, we expect that a lot of people will be learning exactly how you use our product, how it works, what are the benefits, why do you want scale, why would you lock scale? All of these things I'm going to answer for you, and I'm going to go and show you some of these actions and how simple it is to take them on chain. So we'll start with scale itself. Now that's our token for the whole platform, Equalizer on Base. Okay, we named it scale as we're scaling our solution basically. So on FTM it's equal, here it's scale. That's really the only difference that you need to worry about. So why we have scale is because it's our token that we emit to attract liquidity. And when I say we emit it to attract liquidity, if you have a look at our liquidity page here with all these APRs, all of this TVL or liquidity sitting there in these two-part pairs, effectively that scale is being sent to these pools to stimulate them, to give people a reason to put their liquidity there, and then we use that liquidity to do swaps on the chain. Okay, so that's exactly the value we offer. We emit a token that brings all the value onto our DApp, and then people are able to swap because we've got those good rates, and they come through and swap like a pancake swap or anything like that people might be used to. So why do you want scale? Because every week what happens with all of the fees, because we're giving the token to people to put their liquidity on, but we take those fees. So those fees then come along. When I say we take them, they're taken within the, basically the contracts does all of this for us, right? So when people swap, the fees come in, and then they go on offer for people to vote on. So if you go through, you can see all these fees here for people to vote on that have come away from that liquidity. The other thing we have, which is pretty cool, are bribes. And those incentives or bribes are put on other pairs that may not be quite as efficient on the network, but they need liquidity in those pools. So you get the opportunity to vote on them. And now, based on your vote here, or how you vote here, is exactly how we direct that scale. So that's how we direct the emissions of scale to that liquidity. So for instance, here, this got a 48% vote last week. That meant that 48% of the scale was sent to stimulate that pair, okay? So I hope it's starting to make a bit of sense about why we have scale and then how you can use scale to then earn. Because if we come to the top here, we've got what we call a lock, okay? The lock page. And on there is where you create an NFT. So from here, you either add to your NFT, which is a financial NFT, VE scale, and that's what you need to vote with. So when you came back to this vote page here, you effectively were voting with your VE scale position. So I want to show you how you can sort of earn rewards for putting LP on the platform as well, because that's another way that you can earn scale. You can either buy scale or you can earn scale, right? So if you were to put two parts of liquidity, say Ethereum and scale together at a 50-50 ratio, then you would be then rewarded in the scale token. Now I've got a few working here in the reward section at the moment. So I'm going to come on and show you, just by putting that ETH and scale together in a pool, I was able to generate 3,006 scale. So let's claim those, because I want to show you how easy it is. If you're providing liquidity for any of these pairs like I am there, you come in, you sign that TX, and you're going to get $900 worth of scale just by providing liquidity on the platform. So it's pretty simple, right? So you get the ability to earn this scale, which is now going to go into your wallet, and then you're going to be able to come along. So there's two ways to get it. You either earn it, or on this swap page here, you buy it. So you could come in here, purchase an Ethereum worth of scale, and then swap it, and you'll get more scale. Okay, and then what you want to do is you might want to lock that scale, because then you can earn all of the fees that come onto the platform. And we're sort of gearing up on base because base is just starting to take off, and there's a lot to come out from there. Coinbase have stated that base is this new chain that they want to onboard all of these people, especially people that haven't been on chain before. So what are they going to do? They're going to come along and they're going to find things like Equalizer on base, and then they're going to get involved in this type of system, which is really good. And you might have even come across yourself in the same way. So what we could do here is we could create a new NFT. So we just hit create lock, and then that would take us in and we get the opportunity to make our own one. 26 weeks is how long we lock our scale for, okay? And that gives us full voting power of VE scale. So I could lock all of this into a new NFT, and then I can always merge them later on. But for this example here, I'm gonna put it into this NFT here. So I'm just gonna add to it. So I will come in and I'll increase my lock amount by the 11,759 scale. So we come in, it's as simple as this. It's just gonna basically ask us to do a little transaction, and then you're gonna see that was the approval. So then you're gonna see once we do this transaction, that scale is then gonna be added to that NFT. So now we've got a larger NFT to vote with, which means we have more vote power, more governance, more control on the platform in VE scale. So now you can see it's all been added to that lock position there. We can max lock that because at the moment it's decayed by 1 week. Because of the 26-week lock, what we like to do each week is come in and relock it so that we get a max vote, because I want to be voting at the highest percentage I can to earn the highest percentage of these bribes and fees on the platform. So my job's pretty easy at the end of the week, right? I come in, I select the best pairs that I think, I go through, I sort by the largest one, I put a vote here, I put a vote there, I cast my vote once a week, and then I come back and claim all of my rewards at the end of the week, which are there in all of the fees. So you get the percentage of that vote that you vote for on those fees. So if there's $4,578 worth on that pool, and you contribute 1% of that vote, then you're going to get $45 out of that. Okay, so depending on how much you contribute of that vote, if you were 10%, you get $457 of that. So the more you've got in locked up or VE scale that you can now govern and vote with, the more you can earn out of these pools and direct emissions where you want. So it becomes a pretty cool system once you get involved. You get a bit of scale in there and you come in and vote each week and you see where you can best spread your vote, where you can best earn.